Are these women, though, you're saying it's conservative women? Because I don't think Ashley St. Clair or Lauren Southern are conservative.
They were part of conservative.
They
were part of conservative media, and at least marketed themselves as being part of conservative media or right-wing media. And it always seems like there's a revenge plot or revenge aspect to it of them doing shit like this.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen this before. You mentioned Lauren Southern. I don't know if you recognize this name, Sydney Watson. But these women are feminists. They're feminists. They're not particularly conservative. I mean, Lauren Southern slept with Destiny, right? Allegedly? Yeah. Allegedly.
That's not alleged anymore.
Oh, it's confirmed. Okay.
Oh, yeah, more than
I don't know. How are you going to be like a trad conservative Republican and fuck blue-haired leftist Destiny? That's kind of crazy. But
yeah, I agree.
And yeah, I mean,
but she loved him for his brilliant mind, Ryan.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I guess there's been a bunch of conservative women,
fake conservative women,
fake conservatives.
Real. We don't claim that.
Anyone can have revenge.
They're falling into lust.
Yeah. Let's finish up the. Actually, wait. But no, I mean, Andrew, it is a good point. Like the vindictiveness. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even really understand. And there's a whole bunch of like stuff we left out. Like, for example, I'll just add one other thing. Ashley St. Clair, her communications between herself and Elon Musk were done on this app called Signal. And on Signal, you can't screenshot it. Mm-mm. Or I guess maybe it sends like a notification if you.
Yeah,
I haven't used it, but you can't screenshot on Signal, and the chats disappear after. I guess you can set it to 24 hours, 12 hours, whatever. So he was communicating with her on Signal, and she was using a secondary phone, taking photos of the conversations on Signal with Elon Musk, and where it's like there's an implied component of these are going to be private conversations. We're not going to be, and she leaked all of those in her lawsuit. She leaked it to the press, and that's super despicable. And mind you, she didn't release all the conversations. She only released the conversations which tended to, I don't even think they really made her look good or were exculpatory in any sort of way. Released some of them that kind of made her look a little better, made him look a bit more culpable. So
it's all intentional.
And I'm pretty sure she was in the hospital. One of these screenshots that she took, or photos that she took from a secondary phone of their private, intended to be private communications, she took it on the day she gave birth.
That's crazy.
Like she's in the hospital. She's at least that's what is indicated. She's in the hospital bed, and she's like plotting against Elon Musk, like. Even before there was, and this is even before there was any sort of conflict, she was taking screenshots going way back of their communications when things were good, and she was trying to get a second kid. She wanted another kid from him. It's wild. There's so much to it. We're not going to get into all of it. Let me just wrap up really quick on this. Scroll down. So Laura Loomer, I forgot. Scroll down. Elon Musk responds to Laura Loomer, and he says, I don't know if the child is mine or not, but I'm not against finding out. No court order is needed. Scroll down a bit. Despite not knowing for sure, I've given Ashley $2.5 million so far, and that's... The kid's been alive for less than a year, and he's sending her $500,000 a year. And then scroll down just a little bit. She responds, Elon, we asked you to confirm paternity through test before our child, who you named, was even born. You refused. Hit show more.
He gave $2.5 million when the paternity was...
No. Show more.
Okay.
Yeah. And you weren't sending me money. You were sending support for your child that you thought was necessary. Well, yeah, that's... Oh my God, bro, this girl.
Oh, okay.
Sending me money. Yeah, the mother gets the money. And then he was also paying for a $40,000 apartment. She got a Tesla. I think he was paying for her security detail. So like, she was getting the money. So I don't know what that's about. Until you withdrew most of it to maintain control and punish me for disobedience. I don't know what most of it means in this context, but you're really only punishing your son. He's claiming he's still paying her. He's already paid her $2.5 million, and he's agreed to pay her $500,000 a year. Okay. I'm sorry. She's set for, like, she could
That's
stop
more-
working. She's
yeah.
set for
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
She is.
Just off the child support. You don't need $500,000 a year to raise a kid.
You
She
don't.
continues, though, by saying, it's ironic that your last effort in court, scroll down. It's ironic that your last effort in court was to try to gag me while you use a social media channel you literally own to distribute derogatory messages about me and our child to the entire world. It's all about control with you, and everyone can see it. America needs you to grow up, you petulant man-child. And then I'll read this one from Laura Loomer. Ashley, you don't need $3 million to raise a baby. This is so outrageous that you had sex without birth control. You seem to have plotted for many years how to get Elon Musk to knock you up. There's just some context here. There's some screenshots of her old tweets saying, like, kind of pointing towards her, like, there's like premeditation when it comes to her like pursuing Elon Musk. And so there's some kind of damning tweets that she put out a while ago, and also messages. You're complaining because you want more money for a baby. In what world does it cost more than $500,000 a year to raise a baby? Yeah. Excuse me, guys. Not to mention, you were making over $25,000 a month on X payments. How does one person need that much money to survive? This is an insult to everyone. Scroll down. You're trying to cash out on a billionaire who you baby trapped. Okay, there it is. Laura Loomer doing some pretty good reporting on all that. So
is anyone actually falling for her stuff? Like, is anyone on her side? I can't see how anyone could
there's definitely some, but I think a lot of people are like,
they see through
they're kind of like calling her out a little bit. I think
There's a lot we don't know, too.
That's true.
Yeah, I think we know enough.
He knows. I think that he knew
From
that
everything he's showed us so far, I can't imagine how anyone could be falling for
they must have
what
done,
she's saying and doing.
They must have done a paternity test or something to confirm the baby was his, because 2.5 million just immediately given, like that's just a lot. Like I feel like
That
he
alone
knows,
you're
like
set.
it's solidified, it's his, and but yeah, that's yeah, wow.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they got to do paternity test. They got to do. It might not be his. That's a fucking Jerry Springer moment right there. All right, well, we're going to move on.
If the baby isn't his, like that poor child.
I know.
Wait, what's that?
The poor kid. Like, obviously, it's getting monetary money, like just money and stuff, and it's probably going to have some Ferrari when it turns 16 or whatever. But it needs a present father, as you stated before. I was raised in a very wealthy household, but I was very, very blessed that my father chose me over work every single day.
But I mean, that's more so the fault of Ashley St. Clair, though?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not her fault. I actually think it's stupid of her to sue this dude when she's making money, and I also feel like it was stupid of them both to have sex.
Okay, all right.